No, both of their heads are facing the same way. They're fighting.
I can't tell what's happening over there, guys. So we just got home,
Oh my
and
god.
this is what we pull up to right here. Hope they're
I
not.
don't know.
I-
Their heads are facing just because their heads
I can't tell.
they've like got their heads
at each other.
Can't tell if they're.
Where's Pablo?
Pablo. I hope they're okay.
I only see Adam or Steve now.
I can't tell if they're fighting. Can't tell if they're fighting or if they're woohooing, as they say in The Sims, or what the deal is. But
Like, I don't even
all I know is this is.
Pablo.
I see them both. Their heads just look the same. So,
Oh, I see him now.
oh my goodness, this is.
Wings is that?
I don't know.
He's standing on top of the ones under the water.
That's why I don't think they're fighting.
What the heck?
Look at those other poor ducks that came to visit. Those are the ones that didn't live here before. They're like,
And they're like,
great.
this is how we do things here.
This is what it's like here.
Oh my
He's
god.
literally on top of them.
You know how ducks mate, right?
Yes.
All right, well,
Chickens.
I better leave them be. Okay, I think they're about scrapped out. I think they're about worn out now.
Well, I only
Where's
see
the other
one's
one?
head.
Where's the other one?
That's Adam or Steve.
Did
Hey,
you just drown him?
no, I hope
Okay,
not.
you say no, but there's not another head. Okay.
At what point do you literally intervene?
I don't even know how we could.
I
They,
think now. He's still underwater.
How long can they live underwater?
I think I see.
Breathe underwater.
I think I see Pablo's head under his wing. Yeah, I see Pablo's head under the wing. Okay.
Oh,
You know, as tempted as I am to jump in the water and go swim over there, you gotta just realize that for every time we see this, there's like 1,000 times it happens that we don't see it. So you just gotta trust them and just trust that it'll be okay. All right, guys. So really quickly, I wanted to give y'all an update on the 4 little ducklings that were a really big story around here a few weeks ago. As you can see, all 4 are still alive, which is wonderful. Y'all know that birds typically have a very high mortality rate because they're so vulnerable to being killed in so many different ways. So the fact that all 4 of them are still clicking is really, really wonderful. And I think a large part why is because, in case y'all don't remember, these 4 ducklings are being raised, of course, by their biological mother right there, but they're also being raised in large part by, where is she? By this turkey right here. Now, I'm kind of in her way, so she can't get to him right this second. But this turkey, if y'all don't remember this, y'all go to my channel and go back to my videos from about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and you'll see multiple that I made about those little ducklings and how, in the craziest turn of events, this turkey was sitting on some of the eggs. And whenever they hatch, the 4 ducklings were being raised by that duck and by this turkey. It was the craziest story, if y'all aren't familiar with it. But for those of y'all that already know all of this, there are 2 things that really confuse me about this whole situation. Other than the fact they're being raised by a dang turkey, for crying out loud. One thing is that, where's it at? There are 3 ducklings that are the exact same color. It's actually these 3 right here. These 3 that you see are the exact same, like black with light yellow. They look identical. But then, whenever I show you this single one, the odd one out, if you will, it came out looking... Uh-oh, Cornholio's scaring it. Cornholio, you're scaring it, bud. I can't even see where it's at. There it is. It came out great looking. What the heck is that? It's like... How did it come out so differently than the rest of them? What's the deal with that? There's his mama. There's his other mama. No, but seriously, guys, how did that happen? How did the other 3 come out black and dark, and this one comes out looking like an elderly duckling? It's only a few weeks old, not even a month, I don't think, and it looks like it's an old man or woman already. Like, how does that work? Anyways, the other really confusing thing is their behavior, their body language. I want y'all to watch really carefully. I just noticed this a few minutes ago, and it really has blown my mind. So I want you to watch these ducks, just watch how they walk around and watch the way that they behave, their mannerisms. It might be easier to first look at this mama duckling and look at the mama turkey. If you look really closely, you can tell that they have slightly different body language or mannerisms, which is to be expected because they're a different species after all. But the mama duckling kind of walks around with her head held a bit higher, a little more cautious, a little more like looking around. She's like head bopping back and forth. That's how ducks walk. That's a duck's body language. The turkey, on the other hand, she like walks with her head a lot lower to the ground despite being taller, constantly like inspecting for bugs, it seems, pecking at the dirt repeatedly. And so you can see perfectly right here, just very different body language. And I want y'all to see who the ducks are imitating. It's like the white one's like acting like a turkey, and that one in the back's acting like a duck. Do y'all see it? Is it just me, or do y'all see what I'm seeing? That a few of them, I'm gonna try to get closer. They're moving so fast, I can't really get a steady video. I'm gonna try to record them for a little while just in silence so that y'all can actually see. But I want y'all to pay attention to their body language and just tell me if that's not literally the craziest thing ever. Well, they gotta get up first. They can't lay down. Also, what's really funny is that this little chicken, this little baby, has been walking around with them a lot the past few days as well. So, as if things weren't crazy enough, it seems they've adopted a fifth baby that isn't even part of their same species. All right, you know what? They're not moving. They're making this very hard on me. So what I'll do instead is I will put videos on the screen and I will show you exactly what I've noticed. And if you look carefully, you can see that those ducks, they're walking around like dang turkeys. It's almost as if the turkey's imprinting on them more than their biological mother is. That is just, that's wild. That's so cool, so fascinating. I mean, just look around, guys. Look at this. Do y'all see any large bodies of water around here? Do y'all see any ducks other than those, obviously? No. The reason why is because ducks don't live in this kind of environment. They'll hang out around here for moments at a time, especially because it's where we feed the birds during our feed routine. But if you want me to find the vast majority of our ducks at any given moment, we'd go all the way to the pond on the other side of the property, because that's where a duck is meant to be. That's where ducks hang out. This kind of habitat right here that doesn't necessarily have bodies of water, that has dirt, because turkeys like digging bugs out of the dirt and stuff like that. It used to be all grass, but animals like guineas and turkeys have been responsible for this patch of grass no longer existing, which is fine because it's necessary for them to survive. And to me, it looks kind of cool having like two different habitats in the same frame of view. You know what I mean? The same field of view, rather. But guys, with all that said, those ducks may not identify as ducks. I know Megan used to always say, if it walks like a duck and it acts like a duck, it's a duck. That's a common expression that people use. But I beg to differ. Just because it looks like a duck and talks like a duck does not necessarily mean that it's a duck. If it looks and acts like a duck, it might be a turkey. You never know. Not anymore. Not with all this happening. Fascinating, just craziness, you guys. Y'all let me know in the comment section how you feel about all this. I just want to know y'all's general thoughts about everything to do with this. But alrighty, guys, with that said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all be sure to let me know in the comments what kind of stuff you guys want to see. Hope you all have an incredibly blessed day. And as I always say, your boy Ellie out.